is without large hydropower investments. So this is renewable as well, of course. But the focus here is on this solar and other type of renewable energy. But we see from 2004, it's like growing, and then we have like a drop in the total investment because of the price of the energy equipment drops down. Yeah, can we take the next method? Yeah, okay, thank you. What is a green bond and why green bond matters? Principally, there are a lot of different type of investments, but here it bridges the gap between the providers of capital and the green assets. So what are green assets? That's a point what we will discuss a little bit later as well. But it's helping governments to meet the climate targets and support new or existing green projects across a long-term capital. So it's a long-term investment. So bonds are not a fast runner. So in renewable energy, you have like 10 years runtime, maybe the equipment is running maybe 20 years, so it's a long-term investment. But the bond runtime is maybe 7, 8, or 10 years, something like that. So the point is that we have like, what is a green label? So we have like different standards which tell us this is a green bond. And there are different type of green bonds. So principally, it's like a label, and there are like 2 international standards. One is green bond principles. So this is what we are following from enPower.life, and then the other one is a climate bond standard. So both have a definition what is green and how green is green and true, because one thing is clear, we have a lot of issues as well with the greenwashing investment going in this direction, just to say we have like a green investment, but in true it's maybe not so green. So that's why we need like this standard. And the renewable energy power annually investment in 2018 was like $290 billion US. But we need like, we have like different levels, or you see there are different, we have renewable energy power, and then we have like low carbon energy transformation. So there are different type of investments which need different type of money and different run times. But principally everything is under this umbrella of green bond investments. Can you take the next slide, please?
Here you go. Sorry if there's a delay. It's just the internet speed these days. So
so here we see a shift in different regions, how it's growing. So for example, in 2015, there were in Asian Pacific not so much investment, but then it's growing up as well. And we see Africa is still quite low. Africa has a high potential, but it's growing up now. In 2019, there are higher numbers in Africa as well. So, but we see that geographically it's shifting as well. So globally it's somehow the same level. So everything else is somehow the same, but others growing very fast. So Europe grows as well in the last years. We know that we have a lot of movements for renewable energy, which is financed by green bonds. And but emerging countries are just emerging, so it's coming up more and more. So here we see how the different technologies, and if you're speaking about renewable energy, so we have like 23% is going in renewable energy. But we have like other parts as well. So principally, this type of bonds is investment not only for energy, but for sustainable projects as well. So we have other topics like clean transportation, climate change, adaptation, eco-efficient products, energy efficiency is a big part as well. So this is one thing where we have like many years experience in energy efficiency. But we know this is always an issue with the type of financing. Green buildings is a big part as well. And so we see that we have what is upcoming is sustainable management as well. So we have a lot of different topics. So the green bond is not only for one direction. Principally, it's a financing for a lot of different type of technologies and business markets, for different markets. Yeah, okay.
Reaching end of our first part. So if there's any question, just write down in the chat room, or if there are few people who has question, you can raise your hand. I can unmute you and you can directly ask your question. So it's we're not 100 people who cannot manage. So if you have a question and you want to speak, we can easily manage it and you can ask your question. If not, we can go to the next part. So I think Matthias is not joining us today, so Thomas will continue, and I will jump in if he needs